Ukrainians are preparing themselves for war. In Kiev, where there has already been so much bloodshed, people express their allegiance to Ukraine and their defiance of Russia. It's fighting rhetoric, and for now it still is only talk. Parliament has been meeting in emergency session. Afterwards, the Prime Minister said Russia had brought them to the brink of disaster.
This is not the threat. This is actually the declaration of war to my country. And we urge President Putin to pull back his military and to stick to the international obligations and bilateral and multilateral agreements that were signed between Ukraine and Russia.
The army has opened recruiting stations across the country. There are 9 in the capital alone. At this office on the outskirts of Kiev, men were waiting outside even before the doors opened. People have been responding enthusiastically to the call to mobilise. Here there are young men, there are older men, people with military experience, people without any military experience at all, but who still want to take part. We've visited a total of 3 stations in and around Kiev, and already in the first few hours, several hundred people had enlisted.
Somehow we have to win. I can't tell you that we will win, but I'm sure we have to win.
I know that Russia is powerful, they have nuclear weapon, but on the other side we have our friends in Europe and the United States who already claimed the support. So we will fight until the end.
In another development, the head of the Ukrainian Navy was filmed swearing allegiance to the breakaway leaders of Crimea. An embarrassment for the authorities in Kiev, who only appointed the admiral a day earlier. They say they're investigating him for treason. This is the gravest confrontation between Russia and the West since the end of the Cold War. What started here as a protest movement has escalated beyond what most of the demonstrators could have imagined. And it's not over yet.